This is Robert Plank, and I want to show you how to easily and quickly resize any kind of image without Photoshop or without having any image editing software installed. Sometimes I'm in a hurry, sometimes I'm on a computer that has nothing installed and I need to quickly resize an image, and the tool to use this is called Pixlr, and I want to use the Pixlr Editor. So the free tool for this is pixlr.com, and what we want to do is when we go to pixlr.com, we want to go to the Pixlr Editor. Okay, so very important, none of this Express stuff, the Pixlr Editor. So pixlr.com/editor. Click Launch Web App. This does not work on tablets, iPhones, iPads, but it does work on pretty much any normal computer, any desktop computer, laptop, any kind of web browser. So we're going to use the Pixlr Editor and we're going to resize an image. So for example, I have my Facebook open, and let's just go to my Facebook page and let's grab a picture that we're going to resize, a nice big one probably, so that we can mess with it. So let's just say, for example, that we have this huge picture right here, right? And we want to size it down. So the first question we're going to want to know is, what size do we want to have the picture? So a tool for this that I use is called Color Picker. Or I'm sorry, not Color Picker, Page Ruler. So I use the Chrome browser for this, and we're going to click on the lines here and go to add an extension. So we're going to go to Settings and then Extensions. So in the Chrome browser, Settings, Extensions. Then we want to go get more extensions, and then we search for Page Ruler, 2 words. And the Page Ruler you want to find is down under, I believe, under Extensions. You want the one with a lot of reviews, the one with 800 reviews, not the one with 1 review, just the top one in Extensions. And then I think I've already added it, so we click on, so it should be a button that says Install in Chrome. I might have to restart this browser, but there should be an added to Chrome, or there should be an install in Chrome, and then we'll see this web browser. And we can't run it in this tab, so if I close a couple of tabs, we now have this page ruler. So what this allows us to do is we can click on that and we can draw a box on a web page. And so for example, if I wanted to put, and in this other tab I have a photo of me, if I wanted to fit it on a web page, I need to know what size it's going to have to be turned into, right? So let's say I have my article here and I want to put my picture, and I don't know if I want to have it the whole width of the page or even just a little box here. So we can just kind of drag our box and let it go. And then this width and height is very important. This is the width, not in inches or centimeters, but in a thing called pixels, which are dots on the screen. So we can adjust this and say, all right, well, I want this to be roughly 300, let's make it 300 pixels, right? So 300 wide and then 300 high, just keep it simple. So that's basically about the size it's going to be if I have a 300 by 300 picture of myself. So now I know that part. I know the size I'm going to size it down to. I also know the graphic I'm going to be sizing. So I went on Facebook and I can just right click this and say Save Image As, put it on desktop and name it Robert Plank. That way I know that that's a picture of me. So then we have those two things. That's all we need so far. We have the picture and we know the size. We're going to make it 300 by 300. We go to pixlr.com/editor, and almost every time I click on Open Image from Computer. So this is where you upload an image you have saved to your desktop, and then you'll be able to edit it and play with it. And so, I mean, technically, if you have an image that's online, you can paste the URL, but I just find it simpler just to save it to my own desktop. That way I don't lose it and I can upload it here. But that's the choice here. So either upload from your computer or paste in a URL. So we're going to upload from our computer. Once again, pixlr.com/editor, open image from computer. And then it asks us, what are you going to open? We're going to open robertplank.jpg. So I'll double click on that. And then there is a picture of me. So all we have to do is go to image, image size. And right now it's 900 by 900, which is 3 times as wide and 3 times as high as we wanted it to be. So we go 300, and now that's been sized down. Well, cool. Now that's, and even though this is down to 37%, if I go and zoom it in 100%, now it is the correct size. Now I can just go to File, Save, and then save it as, I prefer a PNG, but if a PNG is too big, like 200 kilobytes, let's just make it a JPEG. So then I'll say Robert Plank dash thumbnail, and I always name it as something different. That way I don't save back over my original large photo, but I can just go save image, save it to my desktop, and now I have a smaller version of that graphic there for me. And if I go to my desktop here, not sure how well we'll be able to tell, but if we double click on Robert Plank, here's this big, huge original photo, and I think it's not even zoomed in all the way. And then we can double click on the thumbnail. Now you can see this is smaller, it doesn't take up the whole screen, but now we can upload this somewhere else. Now we can put this on our Facebook post, things like that. And to do that, we can just go and, let me close this, and I can just click on the post I want to edit. So I have to click into the post first, that's the important part. Then click on this edit post link here. And then once that loads, there will be a button to add media. Okay, so what we can do is we can go to the part of the post we want to add my picture, click on add media, and then click on the tab for upload files, select files, and then now we can upload this Robert Plank thumbnail. And then before adding it, we want to scroll down and make sure to say link to none. Okay, and put it on the left side of the content. Insert into post, give it a second, and now there is the picture of me. And now you might be asking, well, doesn't WordPress allow you to resize and crop? Well, yeah, but I might want to do some extra editing in Pixlr that Photoshop just doesn't allow me to do. For example, let me click on this and click on the X to remove that photo, and I'm not sure if it'll allow me to go edit undo. Cool, it does. So let me close this whole thing down. We're back to where we started, and let's say that I wanted to crop the photo a little bit, tighten it up and show just my face, not my shoulders. That's also easy. Open the original image. So here's remember we saved this small one, and if we even hover over it, this is 300 by 300. If I hover over this one, it is 900 by 900. So this is clearly the original, the bigger one. So let me zoom out a little bit. So see, there's a slider. I can go and make it smaller. Let's say I just wanted to get just my face. There are different tools here. I don't want to go into each and every one, but this top left one is the crop tool with the, I don't know, the slash and the lines. And I can click, hold down and draw a box, okay? And if I'm not sure of the exact, if I want to make it, a square every time. See, like there, I'm not sure if that's a square or not. I can escape out of that, and I can say the constraint will be, and I can make this 1:1. And what that does is no matter how much I try to adjust this, it always makes it into a square. So 9 times out of 10 when I'm cropping, I want it to be a square, and that's why I go click on the crop tool here, and then instead of no restriction, I do aspect ratio and make it 1:1. That means that for as far out wide as it is, then it will make that just that tall as well. And so I can position this. Maybe I'll make try to position this center in the center of my face, kinda. And when I'm done, I click on the Enter button on my keyboard. So now it's kind of more tightened up, right? It's more of just my face, and then we can go image size, and see how it's already kind of smaller already, but we want to make it 300 pixels. That way it's a picture of my face plus it's sized down to that 300 by 300 size. File, save once again, and I'll save this as Robert Plank -face. Click on OK. Now it's saved it to my desktop again. I can go edit post and find the place where I want to put it. Let's say I want to put my face on the right side. Click on add media, upload files, select files, Robert Plank face, double click on that, and then want to make sure once again that we're not linking to anything, because sometimes if you don't check this, it will try to link to the full size of the image. But this time we want to have alignment right. Click on insert into post, give it a second, and now there's a picture of me, and we can even click on update or preview, and then once this is done, view the post and then see how that looks. Do a little bit of trial and error there, scroll around, and cool, now there's a picture of me on my WordPress post. Maybe I'll move it down a paragraph, but that's just a simple cosmetic change. The point is that you use pixlr.com/editor, never the Express version, and you don't even really need Photoshop. Photoshop's kind of overkill for this. You just go to pixlr.com editor, open image from computer, and you will upload a graphic from your hard drive, and then either do this crop tool or go image size to size down the image you want, and then once you're done, file save, and then you can save it. Just make sure to name the thing you save a different file name than your original. That way you can always go back to your original version right there. Okay, so I'm Robert Plank from graphicdashboard.com. That's how to use the Pixlr editor to quickly resize an image without Photoshop. Have a great day and thank you.